All right, friends. So Joe's in the house. Joe waved to all the wonderful people. That was cannoli. And Joe brought some planes. Like, I have a few planes for Blood Red Skies. Joe has a lot of planes for Blood Red Skies. So he brought some over. We got a PBY, 2 biplanes, Pete's, and then 2 Brewster Buffaloes over here that are in high cover. Their high cover marker is right there. This is a pretty straightforward scenario based on a real thing that happened. My goal is to get that PBY over to that edge of the table. If I do that, I win. If I don't do that, I lose. We had some cards that we played during deployment. I was able to get rid of one of his planes. He originally had 3. And we both had high clouds, so disadvantaged planes are unaffected by clouds. And then he had another one that didn't really matter. It wasn't really something that affected the scenario. So, that being said, we're gonna go. We got to roll for our initial advantages and disadvantages, and then we're ready to get into this. Better for Joe than it did for me. Both of his planes are going to start at neutral, both his veteran and his regular. My PBY, however, is starting nose down, disadvantaged. Again, the pivot of the base affects the activation order of the planes. It goes by advantaged, which is tilted back, neutral, which is level, disadvantage, which is nose down, and then by whichever plane is the fastest. So Joe's going to be activating first. Biplanes do get a free 45, so we're going to take that, and then we're going to make with the zoom, but hopefully, and luckily for me, not with the boom just yet. To dive, so another 6.
No, 3 inches.
Oh, 3 inches for the biplane?
Yep.
Got you.
That's it.
And then climb back up. Seems good. Pete does the exact same thing, bringing me to myself, which I'm just going to fly forward and then climb up to neutral. Skeets up 5. And at that point, we're ready to go to the next turn. This turn, I'll get to start rolling from a high cover, unless they blow an engine. If they blow one of the PBY's engines, then they come in automatically. Joe creeping up on me some more, making me real nervous about things. Move up, he does a dive, stays, and then comes back to neutral. This one does not dive, so it just moves up and then climbs to advantage. Move up half speed, so 2 inches with the PBY, because I don't want to put myself in a position where he's going to be able to get double shots on me in a turn. And then next turn, hopefully, those guys come in, and then we can have us some fun. Alrighty then, so Joe comes at me, doesn't get any shots off, but gets 2 planes at advantage, which will bring it to my activation. I am going to shoot. Oh, I can't shoot. They're at a higher rating than me. So I'm going to move and then climb. A new round, and now it's turn 3. I get to roll for my high cover. I need a single 6.
And you get it.
6. Let's go, boys. So the Brewsters, the Buffaloes come in here. They have to be within 6 inches of that high cover marker, and they become in automatically advantaged from high cover. And they are faster than the biplane, so now I get to do stuff. 6 with this Northern Buffalo, and stay at advantaged. I'm going to try to outmaneuver his 4. And he gets the 6, so he is not outmaneuvered. 3, make just a small pivot, and then I'm going to try again to outmaneuver this 4. See if he passes this one. He's better than me. No, and yes, we just realized that yes, the 4 should have gone first. Sorry. It's been a while for me since I played this game, and I'm just in a good mood having a good time. With his 4, he moves up with his taking his little pre-pivot and outmaneuvers my PBY. He's a higher pilot ranking than me, so that happens automatically. And then we go to his other biplane. A shot here to here.
And it's a hit.
He does hit. Side arc, which means that I don't get to fire back, but I can use my speed instead of my maneuver. Oh, can the turret fire back?
He's got a 360 turret.
Oh, I've never had a plane with a turret before, so I'm going to forget that many times.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with this first.
And you pass.
I pass, and then I'll get to shoot back with my turret. Just the 1 dice. The pilot ranking doesn't count. Not a hit, because you only hit on 6s in this game. Makes it real simple to keep up with. Attempt to outmaneuver the PBY. Here I get a roll because we're the same pilot level on the PBY. It doesn't have any maneuverability because it's a big old space bus, sky bus.
Nope.
I do not pass, so I will go to disadvantage. Bringing it to me with the PBY at disadvantage. So I'm going to use one of the cards from my hand here. Dive away which allows me to burn advantage even though I'm disadvantaged to dive.
Yep.
So that can let me scoot away a bit. I get a shot, he gets to shoot back.
Oh,
He hits.
You do have your
4.
So it's 2 10.
4.
So 4 is like that. Oh,
And take the hit.
go to disadvantage.
Now, if you are playing by the book, I would take a boom chit right there. However, we generally only take boom chits when we actually shoot a plane down, because it just if you're playing a big game with a lot of elements, then I think that rule is great. But like I have 2 elements, he has 1, so a single boom chit, a single hit, and the game is over. And we want to play for a little bit longer than that. So bear in mind, yes, we are aware that by the book, I should take a boom chit there. That's just not how we're going to play today. So Buffalo has to go first. I'm burning advantage, moving my 6, and then flipping my 180 to get tailing on this. I want to shoot at it, but he's going to do a bait and switch, so I got to take a maneuver test before I can do that. This is my 3, so I get 5 dice. I need 1 6. I get no 6s. Also, he still becomes disadvantaged, but I also become disadvantaged. So that just is what it is. We then come to my other Buffalo, who is going to do the same thing. Right here. Do you have another bait and switch?
No, I do not.
Sweet.
Only had 1.
Going to play superior armament. Looking for a single 6 here. I get 2 6s.
Critical.
Critical.
And I missed for my.
He missed with his fireback from his turret. Nice dice for the crit.
No.
No successes. So that is a shot down plane. Do you have a deep pocket, sir?
I do have a deep pocket.
All right, so the game doesn't end just yet because he's going to ignore that boom chit. He makes his pre-move 45, goes his movement, climbs to neutral, and then pivots. Takes his normal
and I'm
movement.
going to take a shot at you for my turn.
Okay. I will move up 4 and climb to neutral. Joe has the first activation with his biplane as we are all neutral or disadvantaged, and he's faster than me. The free shot.
Nope.
Ooh, opposite of hitting. Gonna make a little pivot. Gonna make a move. Gonna make a little pivot. You will not take a shot because it's a rear-facing turret and the front gun is out. I'm just barely out of arc. I got real lucky. So for me, because next is my PBY, so we're gonna dive. We're gonna burn advantage to dive. We're gonna move up our 4. Now I'm a fat boy, so I don't get to move all the way 6 on my dive. So I'm gonna move 2 more to 6, and then I'm gonna climb back to neutral. To the biplane. Which technically you should have gone before the PBY too.
No, the PBY. Oh, was this the first turn of the turn? No, that's fine.
Oh no, because that was the end of the turn.
That was the
end of the turn.
That was the end of the turn.
We're on a new turn now. That's right. I can do stuff sometimes.
Actually, let me go to 2.
Okay, yeah, that's a good play. It's a good play. Make sure he's on that back arc because he had a little bit more movement and he was kind of more to my side arc, and I know that he doesn't want me to get any extra dice to try to dodge this. 3 dice, fishing for a 6. No 6, thank you, Lord. Short move with my Buffalo, pivot, and then climb. That'll bring us to my other plane here.
You're rookie.
Who is going to climb and then try to outmaneuver. So he gets a test because we're the same pilot ranking. No, he is disadvantaged. We'll dive and reset to neutral. And then we come to the next turn where I get to go first with pretty much everything. Advantage to maneuver and then fly at him and take a shot. Play superior armaments. So 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. And got the hit. Because that was not his dodge roll, that was his shooting back at me roll.
And I get 4 dice.
And he makes the dodge. 3, who is at neutral, my Buffalo, is just going to move up 5, pivot, and climb. PBY continues its journey towards freedom. Pull it up to here. Going to try to shoot the turret here.
No.
Does not hit. And then going to try to force or outmaneuver me there. Correction, not going to outmaneuver because we climbed up to neutral and definitely don't want to stay at disadvantage. So that'll bring us to the next turn. Flo is going to just zoom up the board, dive, and then climb back to advantage. Take a pivot just to protect his back end, which brings us to Joe's biplane.
So I'm going to move my 3 inches.
He missed his back, his free shot from the rear.
Go to disadvantage, come back up to neutral, but put 10.
So he goes up, maneuvers, and then climbs to neutral, which drops me to he's tailing, so that drops me to a disadvantaged state, which is okay because now I get to activate it. It's pretty much game because as soon as it gets to my PBY activating, he's off the table. So that's going to be a hearty handshake for my friend Joe. Joe, oh, God, reach a little bit further. There we go, brother.
Next time to me, this is going to
Ooh, look at this. Hopefully, Joe, me and Joe just realized that we live pretty close together, so we're probably going to be seeing a lot more Joe on the channel, and I hope that we do. But for today, that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out while we played some Blood Red Skies. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.